What's up, guys? Welcome or welcome back. Today we're reacting to a video from Anton Daniels. Without further ado, let's get it.
To you bum ass. To you bum ass. I just can't believe I'm crying. I'm so frustrated because why would you do that? Like, why the are you such a bum ass that you would come to somebody's establishment and run out on a not knowing what happens after that? Nothing good is going to come to you. I swear to God, y'all all look crummy as a yo. One leave I was on the floor like the leave was on the floor. That's how crummy this look, yo. I swear to God. And my manager is such a piece of he's such a piece of making it seem like it's my fault. It's not my fault. I did everything I was supposed to do. I checked up on it. I was gone 2 seconds. Run after these. I'm not doing that. That's not in my job description. You got me up. But I swear to God, I'm not going for none of this. I'm not going for this. Like, I'm not. This about pay half. As soon as I said illegal, he was like, oh no, we don't gotta do that. Yeah, play me. It's enough to get off on in the establishment. You're not about to make me pay for a $200 bill. You're not. You got me up. And I was so nice. I was so nice to y'all. Like, I was so nice to y'all. That's why I hate. Oh my God. Like, I just can't believe that happened to me. Like, y'all, y'all gonna be stuck in one world for the rest of your life. Not about to. Not going to go nowhere, not going to gain anything, not even going to be you're not even going to gain any knowledge besides being a crumb ball. You're a crummy ass, bro. You belong in a sewers, you dumb turtle face. Yo, I swear.
Jesus, I don't even know what she's saying. She cursing so much. We're going to have to edit all of that out. So by the time that y'all see this, it'll be a lot more PG-13, but we can kind of read between the lines. Apparently, what she's referring to is a bunch of black women that came into the establishment and decided that they wanted to run off on the bill.
Real quick, then I'm gonna let Anton cook. I've never worked in a restaurant before, but I've got plenty of family and friends who both have and do. And the world's worst kept secret among service professionals is that the worst thing that could ever happen to you is an entire table full of Americanized black women. Are all black women the same? Certainly not. But it's gotten to the point now in customer service where people are literally drawing straws in the back to decide who waits on that table, because you just don't know what you're in for. And God help you if you want a tip that's worth looking at and putting in your pocket.
Now, I get it. I 100% get it. I understand it because this is the reason why black people get stereotyped on a regular basis, is because you'll usually find a situation where regularly somebody is doing something that they're not supposed to do, and you can spot it and you can actually recognize it when somebody is about to do something that they're not supposed to do, like run off on a bill. Is she justified in being angry? Absolutely. Do she need to control her language? Probably, but she crashing out because they ran out on the bill, and not only is she not getting paid, she got to probably contribute some of her check to make up for the difference in the loss. And we can debate about whether the manager was right or if she should be cursing and stuff like that, but I think that the bigger issue is the fatigue that we experience on a regular basis. And until we start to solve for all of the fatigue, then we're going to continue to have this conversation, because most of the time, unfortunately, it also happens against people that look like you. This is not being done exponentially against people that don't like you. It's being done against people that look like you. And so when you decide to take money out of a person's pocket, you don't know what they're going through. They could be a single mother. They could be one paycheck away from losing everything. They could have been dependent on that money in order to keep the lights on. They could have been dependent on the tips. It's bad enough that tipping culture that we're already looked at as super cheap.
See? Told you.
We always talking about all of the biggest buying power and how we do things right, and y'all always doing the little dances and saying the baby and all of that stuff. And then when it comes to you actually going out and doing what you're supposed to do, cheap. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that people were still running out on bills. That's the honest to God truth. I thought that with all of the cameras and all of the technology and everything that we have implemented today, that, could be released to the internet, because there's stores and restaurants that actually put up the picture of the people that steal. And, you could submit that stuff depending on what city you're in. I'm not sure what city that this woman is in.
I think she says she's from Baltimore, which makes sense for two reasons. One, because Baltimore is known for its seafood. I mean, some of the best crab cakes I've ever eaten were in Baltimore. And also, hood rats love crab legs. They just can't help themselves. And it's sad how this all played out.
You could submit that stuff. It could be cross-referenced in the database. And then it could be a warrant out for your arrest because they got you on camera. And they don't even need no additional evidence because all they got to do is submit that to the court. So if you ever get to the point where you actually can get your city to get tougher on crime and to be, a lot more tougher on the people that are making us look bad, because I'm not cheap. I really take care of everybody. And I don't believe in theft. I don't believe in stealing. And as a matter of fact, I think that those people should be punished the hardest. If you can ever get your state or your city, and hopefully she's not in California or New York or Chicago or some super liberal place where they don't believe in being tough on crime and they just let everybody out 11 times and you could be a murderer and all of that. If you ever get to the point to where you can actually solve for some of this stuff by having the police officers participate in finding the culprits, maybe we can solve for this a little bit and this won't be a cultural norm. Right now, we got a bad reputation. We got a terrible reputation. I don't even know where I got the hiccups from, but I got them. Right now, we got a terrible reputation of running out on bills, theft, stealing, and arguing back and forth, and then bad tip culture. The worst. And it makes people not want to deal with you. It makes people want to pay attention to you. She said it. She said her manager said, hey, make sure you stay on top of them. Make sure you keep checking on them, because they already anticipated that they was possibly going to be running out on a bill. Now, contrary to what, people may say or what people may think or what her manager may have said, walking and checking up on them was not going to get them to pay the bill. They probably never anticipated paying the bill in the first place. They went to and this is how diabolical these little funky hoes are. They went to the restaurant in anticipation of finessing. Or what her manager may have said, walking and checking up on them was not going to get them to pay the bill. They probably never anticipated paying the bill in the first place. They went to and this is how diabolical these little funky hoes are. They went to the restaurant in anticipation of finessing.
Bingo. This was 100% a premeditated action. And I hope they get caught and prosecuted for petty larceny.
They went to the restaurant anticipating finessing and running out on the bill, which means that they probably never had enough money to pay for it in the first place. And then it usually happens in groups. And sometimes they even bring their children with them, because I've done stories on the Millionaire Morning Show where they brought their children with them. And then a lot of times their children witness them and grow up to do some of the same things. And so, again, hardworking people getting robbed by people that are looking to finesse, and they don't care anything about your background. They don't care about what you got to deal with. They don't care about what your circumstances is. They don't care if you're about to be put out of the house. They gonna do what they want to do, and that's a you problem, not a them problem.
Shout out to Anton Daniels. My brother just reached recently over 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. Shout out to him, man. And he's exactly right. I'm gonna link his full video down, pinned to the top comment, so you guys can check it out. I'll stop by, say hi, and tell him I sent you. But what he's talking about, again, isn't just localized to this restaurant and this particular interaction between this waitress who got screwed over. Honestly, this is the real epidemic in this country. The hood rat hyenas who, again, make us all look bad at this complexion. Case in point.
I'm not splitting no tape. I told him to get stuff. I'm not splitting no tape with y'all, so I don't know why y'all trying to no tape. I'm not doing it. I didn't eat all that y'all ate. Y'all getting drinks and y'all didn't get all that. I got this. No, it don't matter. It's my birthday. I got it paid for. We're not gonna do this birthday. So y'all tell us split the check. Who paying for your shit? I'm paying for my own shit. tip. I'm not splitting no tip. Hold on, wait till your 4 hours up. Hold on, split a tip. Hold on, split a tip. Okay, how though? Okay, for my own shit, I'm not splitting no tip because I just eat all that, got drinks and all that y'all got. But we always do that. We don't. I don't always do a fuck thing. I don't do a I be by myself. You be like, I'll be by myself. I ain't by myself. I'll be with my son. Y'all drink that more than bottle though. I ain't got to. You feeling great.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Now, can you imagine being the waiter or the waitress who has this table with all this chaos and emotion, wondering if you're even going to get paid for the night? You imagine the anxiety you must be feeling? This is why girl friendships are so fragile, gentlemen. My friends and I, we fight for the check. If we don't tell the waitress before we even start ordering our food, it's going to be 4 or 5 or 8 different checks at that same table. We let her know way before the food ever hit the kitchen as far as the orders go. Meanwhile, women go on vacation together to Miami or wherever they go, and they come back, they ain't cool no more because of stuff just like this.
We're trying to run out on her. These people are nice, and you both were trying to run out on her.
After getting their nails done, these 2 women allegedly tried to walk out the door without paying. But Diane Wynn, employee at Tip Top Nails in Compton, immediately closed the shop, refusing to let them get away with ripping her off.
We closed the door and called the police, and they kept getting nervous. So we kept calling the police.
A longtime customer pulled out her cell phone and captured the crazy scene.
You gotta pay these people.
The 2 women, frustrated they couldn't leave, kept getting angrier.
Why?
The redhead flashed her backside to the customer recording the chaotic scene, who had already told her it's all going up on social media.
Oh, thank you, TikTok. I'm going up.
At one point, the N-word was tossed around.
Who's in here?
As soon as the women learned the cops were on the way, one of them ran to the restroom to flush money down the toilet.
I said, why you do that? I said, I have money, but I don't want to pay for you. So I put plus money in the toilet, so you have no money.
Diane managed to grab one of the ripped $100 bills and ran it through her machine. She quickly discovered the money was fake. It's happened to you before.
A lot of time.
LA County Sheriff's deputies detained and questioned the women. When one of their boyfriends paid for the services rendered, they were released.
I was impressed at how fast you guys closed the doors.
That's my experience, because
Experience. To make sure this doesn't happen again, the salon has posted this sign that says new customers have to pay a 75% deposit before they get any new services.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
They say the few ruin it for the many. And there are some who think I hate black women. This is ridiculous and provably false. I know that not all black women behave the way we saw in today's video. I know that there are many black women, even here in the West, who are repulsed by what we saw today. But I have long since lost the taste for correcting black women's behavior, here in the West especially. And I've dated overseas. It was a great experience. But I've gotten to the place now where I leave it to black women to self-police. It's going to be up to you, ladies, to go out here and restore your black ethnic image. It's up to you to not be seen the same category as the twerk queens who can't be taken anywhere in public. It's going to be up to you to be unlike those little girls that we talked about in the last video I did at Six Flags that mother was so disgusted by seeing. It's going to be up to you to be the kind of friend who isn't terrified to pull your purse out and pay for the food you've eaten and the drinks you consumed. It's going to be up to you. Because until that happens, service providers from hotels to restaurants to nail salons, the list goes on and on, are going to be horrified at the idea, let alone the reality, of you walking through the door trying to patronize their business. Because A, they don't know what they're going to get in terms of behavior. B, they don't know if they're going to get their money. And C, they don't know if you want to offer some coochie instead of cash for the service at hand. Because trust me, that happens too. That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share this video with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have any left for the week, hype the video. Never let your brother suffer in silence. when the truth can set them free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.